Yo guys, what is going on? Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to actually make your own banner or logo. But today's video is actually a banner, so let me just go ahead and show you an example right now of the logo and banner I made myself. However, the anime character was not made myself, but I didn't want to spend too much time, so I just created something very simple like this. I'll probably do more of like a simplistic one later, but right now I just really want to show you a really cool one, maybe something like Solar's, something that actually looks pretty complex. So there is one thing that you do have to do for this, or one thing that you will need, and that is Photoshop. It doesn't really matter what version of Photoshop you have. I have CC. I don't know which year. I think it is. I don't know which year it is. I'm pretty sure it's 2015, but I don't know. Oh no, it looks like it's actually 2013 and not 2015. So, yeah. There's of course not going to be that many as much features as you may have. So if you have a different version of Photoshop, you'll have more. You'll be able to have more of a variety of the different logos, banners, art, thumbnails, etc. If you are looking to make a thumbnail, you just have to verify yourself. All you have to do is go onto YouTube, go into your channel, and I'll actually show you what you have to do, but I actually won't have to do it because I'm already verified. So you're gonna click on your name, and I think you either go to the settings or you go to Creator Studio. I'm pretty sure it's Creator Studio. You head into channel, I think it is. Yes, it is, and then it'll say verify right there. But as you can see, my person is I am already verified. Sorry. This large document is a graphics pack. If you would like a graphics pack from me, I'll try to create one. But this is not for me. This is not from me. I can't even remember the video that it is. But if I can find the video, I will link it in the description below the moment I find the video. Anyway, guys, if you don't know what a graphics pack does, it's basically like you can add it's preset like images and color corrections, PNGs, etc., and you can add them into your picture, into your graphics. They're very helpful. I love using them. They really help me out because it saves me the time of having to go on Google, Google Images, having to type up, the URL, and then having to type up, let's think of something, maybe mountain range, maybe something like that, and then going into images and scrolling down until I find one I like. Really, if you have enough, or if you have the right one, you can always find the thing that you want with these graphics packs. So that certainly is an upside. So now that took us up right to the time that we can open up this graphics pack. I'll probably go over in a different video basically the different sections of the graphics packs and what they do and what you can use them for. But today, really, I'm just trying to teach you all how to create a better one. How to create your logos better, and really not just white. Not like the preset Google ones, or not just an image and then having a blank banner with another image, or whatever your presets are set to. So actually just gonna press delete on that because honestly, we don't need that here. We don't need that either. That was a thumbnail example. So all you have to do is you could use overlays. You got paintings, plexus stocks. Plexus stocks are actually pretty cool. If you know how to use them correctly. For today's example, we'll be using this Plexi stock number 4 on the Retina graphics pack, and it is by Fuse and Tempo. You're gonna head over into here, and you can just drag it right on into there. Kind of move it around. You don't want it to be screen though, you want it to be normal. So you can actually just kind of see it rather than just it be see-through. So now we can head over into overlays, which is actually where I'm gonna go right now. Or you can head into gradients. Maybe I'll probably go into gradients and find just a color that you like. I personally like this color. I think it's gonna go really well with the kind of the purplish color that this has. I'm just gonna kind of bring the sizing down a bit, kind of maybe like that probably. Okay, and then we're just gonna do an overlay, and at first you may not see a difference, but actually if you do press on it, you can see it's a pretty major difference if you actually you know, look at the before and after. So that's just the gradients. Another thing I like to put in is scan lines. Scan lines are okay. It depends on really what scan line you're using. This is probably one of the best for like a simplistic kind of feel. If that's what you're trying to get. That's probably the best one. It's probably like those are they're not very noticeable ones, but they're still pretty noticeable. Now we go into flares and lights, and you can see this little flare right here. If you want a flare like this, I definitely recommend just kind of putting it up in the corner like that. Now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and size up this. We're gonna probably go up to either 300, 200, whatever really is for you. Say our name is, I don't even know. We're just gonna put an H. That's just what I'm gonna use as an H. Now, of course, this font is very ugly. You could probably make it look better, but honestly, in my opinion, I don't really see that happening right off the bat. You could use something like this. It's kind of like more of a space font. I mean, you could use something like this. I don't really know the name of that font. Let me actually see what it's called. It is called Red Power. You can download it off of the font that I do know. I'm probably gonna use that one, but let me also see what else we have here. That one seems a bit too narrow. That one actually looks a bit unrealistic. Oh, that is actually a really cool one. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with this font right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and click Control A, click on this. Okay, and then we're just gonna, you know, center it. If you don't know how to center it, you just basically Control A, click on the one you want, click on this, the layer you want, click on this, and then this centers it out, top and bottom, left and right. Okay. Now, one of my favorite parts about editing the text is the blending options. I guess the warp is kind of cool too, but really it's the blending options that really shines and really shows the creativity put into it. So, really, you're going to want to put on a drop shadow no matter what. I mean, unless you're like really trying to go for extremely simplistic, I would definitely recommend adding a drop shadow. Now, you could either do this, or what you could do is you could do what some people do. I'm not really gonna do this because I really, for one, I really suck at drawing on this kind of stuff. So really, like, you could outline the. Hold on. Oh, I guess that's not working because I have done that. Anyway, but you could right click it and just go to blending options, go into drop shadow. It makes it a lot easier. And it is. You don't have to put too much work into it. Now another one of my favorite parts is actually the gradients. You don't have to add a gradient. It is highly recommended by me though that you do put a gradient in, because the gradients just really show creativity. I know I keep on saying that, but they really show just the basic colors of what you're trying to get across. So we're going to be basically just using like maybe a purplish, kind of like a whitish purplish, and then we're also going to go into maybe like a bit of a darker purplish. And really where we could really get into it was where you do stroke, you know, or you could not do stroke. It doesn't really matter to me. It honestly doesn't matter at all. But now we're just gonna kind of put in like a very like light one, and we're gonna make the opacity go up, and we're gonna change the size. And as you can see, guys, that looks absolutely magnificent. If you're not really into that kind of stuff, maybe I would take off the gradient, or maybe just head over to here and put on like maybe like a gray or a black kind or something. I don't even know how that works. I think maybe you have to do center. I don't know. Another thing you could do is color overlay. Color overlay is okay. But for me, honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and do gradient overlay with the preset gradient and a Satan. And you're probably wondering, what does Satan have to do with all of this? Because Satans are ugly for the most part. Well, Satans have a good bit to do with all of this. Oh yeah, and I could also show you something. You could go into your styles, and I have no idea why these are not why the presets are not there anymore, but hey. So basically I kinda like this preset here. It's in the styles area. If you want more, you could get more. Really all you have to do is just go into one of the graphics packs, because graphics packs actually will have them. Most of them will actually, but I don't know about all of them. Probably not all of them, but most of them do. You can kind of like explore around. I really like this one. This one's actually very cool. That one's okay, not too good. No. That one does. You can't even tell a difference. So really, I do really like this one. So this is what we're gonna go with. It's all about personal preference. I'm not gonna try to persuade you into going into one way or another way. You can, it's whatever you like to use and whatever you want to use. Now, another thing that I like to do is add maybe in like a render. I don't know if it's called a render on these, but I call it a render, and I know other people call it renders. I don't know if they, yeah, render. You could choose basically whatever renders you want. Add whatever combinations you want with those renders. You could put like this sniper rifle right here. Maybe like now I understand it only got the actual nozzle part, I think it's called. I don't know what it's called. I'm not a gun fanatic, so. But like, really, it's all up to you. You could put this behind the H or whatever letter you chose, and that doesn't really look too good. So yeah, the renders are a little bit sloppy on the one that I have, but there's something. Okay, now to end off this, we're actually gonna head down into our vectors. Now vectors are actually very cool. They've got there's a lot of different vectors in this pack. Let me count. There's 15 vectors. I'm not really gonna use vectors now that I actually look at them again, but they're cool for different types of images. Maybe if you're doing like a Photoshop painting, that could be very cool. They could be used for a lot of things. Now, actually, what I'm gonna look for is brushes, because brushes are one of the coolest parts of the whole thing. I mean, if you have brushes, I would highly recommend that you find these brushes, because these brushes are cool. Yeah, that was starting to irritate me. So there you go. You could use that as anything. If you guys want to download this, I guess I'll have an image down below that you could actually just save the image now. I don't even know how to link it to an image, but if I find out, I will actually have it down below. I guess I could email it to you if you want that. So if you want this and you have an H in your name, you could possibly win it. All you have to do is like, subscribe. It's not that good. It really only took me like 15 minutes to make this, as you all can clearly see. But yeah, I might give it away, but maybe not. Who honestly knows? But yeah, you could possibly win this. So now I'm just gonna show you guys what we have came from. So if we remove that, that is what it was gonna look like. If we put it back, that is what it looks like. If we remove this, there's a pretty major change there. If we remove the H, there's a way major change there. And there's a major change if we remove that. Actually, I'll add one more. But then after that, I promise you guys it is the end of the video. We'll add this. Just because it's kind of techie. Everybody likes a bit of a techie feel, especially when it's Plexus. It's funny because people are probably gonna say I don't even know what the meaning of Plexus is. I honestly don't even know what's going on right now. Wait, is this 12? I don't even get what's going on. Anyway, guys, if you do want this, go ahead and leave your email down below. I'll try to send it to you. Thank you all for watching. My name is Zuka, and I will see you all in the next video.